Hello, radiant souls. I'm Luna Celestine, and today I welcome you into the sacred rhythm of July 2nd, a day when Leo rises, not with noise, but with quiet, undeniable force. There is a fire stirring in your core, Leo, one that cannot be explained away or dimmed by logic. The universe is not just nudging you, it is summoning you back to the truth you've always carried, that abundance is not something you chase, it's something you remember. You are not meant to shrink into spaces too small for your spirit. You are being asked to reclaim what has always been yours, the divine right to thrive, to expand, to create a life that reflects the brilliance of your soul. This moment is not about chasing goals for the sake of proving something. It is a deeper calling, one that asks you to pause and listen to the wisdom that hums beneath the surface of your plans and doubts. Today is not just about wealth or recognition. It's about alignment. It's about trusting the quiet pull of your intuition, honoring your creative fire, and leaning into a kind of faith that doesn't need evidence, only courage. So let's begin. Not with urgency, but with reverence. Your journey today is sacred. Let's step into it together. When it comes to your finances today, Leo, the energy has shifted in a way that feels unmistakable. You are no longer content with simply surviving, managing, or getting by. Something within you is asking for more. Not just more money, but more meaning in how that money is created, sustained, and shared. You're starting to see that true abundance isn't just about the size of your bank account. It's about building a life that feels rooted, purposeful, and generous, one that can be passed on, one that holds weight beyond the now. There is a longing for stability, for legacy, for a kind of wealth that doesn't evaporate when trends change or opportunities fade. That longing is not greedy, it is sacred. But with that vision comes the fog, and the fog today is made of too many thoughts, too many angles, too many what-ifs. You've been stuck in the loop of over-researching, over-analyzing, trying to calculate every possible outcome before you take a step. And though that may seem smart on the surface, it has quietly become a form of self-sabotage. The deeper truth is that your next move isn't going to come from logic alone. It's going to come from listening. Your intuition knows something your mind hasn't yet caught up to. It's that flicker of excitement you feel when an idea surprises you, the strange calm that washes over you when something just feels right, even if it doesn't make perfect sense. Today is the day to return to that inner compass. You don't have to throw away your plans, but you do need to let your spirit co-author them. The answers are not in another article, another spreadsheet, or another opinion. They are already living within you, waiting to be trusted. And when you act from that space, from the place where soul meets intention, you will begin to attract the kind of opportunities that feel both prosperous and true. Let go of the need to be perfect, to have every step mapped out. Your magic isn't in the map, it's in your movement. And just in case you're wondering if the universe is listening, your lucky numbers today, 5, 19, 32, 44, 56, and 68, are your quiet nod from spirit, a reminder that synchronicity is real, and that you're exactly where you need to be. There's a quiet restlessness stirring in your career space today, Leo. Not the kind that comes from dissatisfaction alone, but the kind that whispers of evolution. Maybe you've been feeling it as a subtle disconnection, like the work that once lit you up no longer carries the same fire. Or maybe it's showing up as a surge of ideas you haven't dared to explore, dreams that feel too big to fit into your current path. Either way, this isn't a coincidence. It's a calling. The sense that you're meant for more is not arrogance. It's alignment. You're not being pushed to abandon everything overnight, but you are being nudged to look honestly at what no longer resonates, and to gently turn toward what does. But here's the truth that too many overlook. Inspiration isn't loud. It doesn't demand that you leap into chaos just to prove your bravery. It asks for something far more sacred, presence. Today is not about chasing a new job title, a promotion, or a different industry because everyone else seems to be moving faster. It's about listening for the real why beneath your work. Are you still creating from soul, or are you just performing roles that no longer fit your truth? The shift you're sensing may not require an exit. It may require a deepening, a refining, a return to meaning. Don't rush the process. That urgency you feel might not be yours. It could be the pressure of the world around you, not the timing of your soul. Trust that slow steps are still sacred. What you're doing now, even if it feels small or unnoticed, is part of the foundation. Every email sent, every idea jotted down in a notebook, every hour spent refining your craft is not wasted. It is a quiet rehearsal for something greater. You're not late. You're not behind. You are preparing. And that preparation is its own form of devotion. So, breathe, Leo. Let your work come from a place that honors your rhythm, not the race. What's meant for you won't pass you by. When you're ready, the opportunity will feel like recognition, not resistance, and you'll know, without question, that it's time. Your body has been whispering to you, Leo, and today, the whisper becomes a call. Not a cry for more hustle, more pushing, more proving, but for rest, for stillness, for a return to balance. You've been carrying so much, possibly without even realizing it, moving through tasks and obligations as if you are limitless. But even the sun, your ruling force, sets each night to replenish its fire. Your energy is sacred, and it cannot be treated like an endless resource. This is the moment to pause, not as a sign of weakness, but as an act of wisdom. To breathe with intention, to ask yourself not what's next, but what is needed. And part of that restoration begins with what you allow into your field. Your nervous system is absorbing more than just food and air. It's digesting every sound, every image, every scroll. If you've been marinating in negativity, be it news, comparison, chaos, or low vibration spaces, your spirit has likely dimmed under the weight of it. So today, you are being asked to cleanse, not just physically, but energetically. Choose music that lifts something in you, not just distracts you. Let your eyes rest on beauty, trees, clouds, candlelight. Let silence become your sanctuary, not something to avoid. And when it comes to movement, shift the story. Exercise isn't a punishment. It's not a chore or a debt owed to your appearance. It is a celebration of the miracle that is your body. A body that wakes up with you each morning, that holds your grief and your joy, that has carried you through every heartbreak and every breakthrough. Move because you can. Dance not because you have to, but because it sets your soul free. Stretch to release, not to sculpt. Walk to feel the earth beneath you, not to chase a number on a scale. Your health, true health, is not just physical. It's emotional, mental, spiritual, and the harmony between those parts of you cannot be forced. It must be honored gently, day by day. So today, Leo, choose the quiet that heals. Choose the habits that feel like love. Your light depends on it. There's a thread running quietly through your life right now, Leo, and it's woven from the energy of scarcity, not just in your finances, but in your heart. It's the feeling that something is missing, that someone out there might complete you, that love must be earned, proven, or fought for. And the truth is that sense of lack isn't coming from the outside world. It's reflecting something tender within you, something that wants to be seen, held, and healed. Love has become tangled with questions. Do they mean it? Are they sure? Am I enough for them to stay? But these questions don't belong to your highest self. They come from the parts of you still learning to trust your own worth. Today, the invitation is clear. Stop trying to decode other people's silence, their inconsistencies, their confusion. You are not meant to be the translator of mixed signals or the fixer of fractured stories. You are love, not a seeker of crumbs, but the source itself. And when you return to your own wholeness, when you look in the mirror and remember that you are already complete, you stop waiting for someone else to confirm your value. The ache eases, the confusion clears. If you're in a relationship, it's time to look closely, not with blame, but with honesty. Is this connection a true reflection of reciprocity? Are you loving from a place of overflow, or from the quiet hope that they'll change, rise, or finally meet you where you are? Real love cannot thrive in imbalance. It needs both hearts to show up, not perfectly, but willingly. If you find yourself constantly overextending, apologizing for your needs, or shrinking to maintain peace, it may be time to ask if you're holding the relationship together alone, and if so, is that truly love, or just loyalty to a version of it? If you're single, the message is no less important. This is not a time to wait to be chosen. It's a time to choose yourself, boldly, unapologetically, lovingly. You don't need to audition for affection or prove your worth to anyone. You are not a maybe. You are not a backup plan. You are the main character of your own love story, and when you live from that truth, the right person will not need convincing. They will recognize you, because you have already recognized yourself today. Let love begin, not with them, but with you. The more you honor your own heart, the more you'll attract relationships that do the same. In the realm of family and friendship, Leo, today calls for a gentle but necessary recalibration. You've always had a generous heart, one that holds space for others, one that steps in, speaks up, supports without hesitation, but lately that sacred empathy may have turned into quiet exhaustion. There is a difference between compassion and emotional absorption, and right now, you may be carrying stories, moods, or burdens that were never meant to be yours. Without realizing it, you've taken on the weight of others' healing, thinking that love means fixing, rescuing, or holding steady for everyone around you. But love, real love, includes boundaries. And boundaries, contrary to what you may fear, are not rejection. They are reverence. You are not here to be the emotional anchor for everyone else while neglecting your own center. You are allowed to say, "That's not mine to hold." You are allowed to take a step back without guilt. And you are allowed to expect reciprocity, even in your most intimate connections. There may be a conversation on the horizon, one that feels charged, possibly overdue. When it comes, let your stance be clear but soft. You don't need to predict or control the outcome. Just be present. Let truth rise naturally, without forcing it to follow your script. Healing can happen in the space between words, if both hearts are willing. And while you're often the one giving love, offering support, showing up, it's time to ask yourself, are you receiving that in return? Not in grand gestures, but in quiet consistency. Your presence is powerful. It grounds others even when they don't say it out loud. But you are not here to be strong for everyone else at the cost of your own emotional nourishment. Let this be the day you remember that your love has value, and that value deserves to be met, not drained. Reconnection doesn't always require drama. Sometimes it's as simple as a shared meal, a kind word, a hand held without agenda. Let the warmth you offer be reflected back to you, and if it isn't, let that awareness guide you toward circles where love is not something you earn, but something you receive. Today, Leo, your aura responds beautifully to the energy of royal blue, a color that doesn't shout for attention, but commands it with grace. This hue wraps itself around your throat chakra, encouraging honest expression, clear thinking, and the kind of confidence that doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. Whether you wear it, meditate with it, or simply visualize it surrounding your energy field, royal blue helps you speak your truth, not just to others, but to yourself. Let it remind you that clarity is not cold, it is compassionate, and self-expression, when rooted in truth, becomes an act of healing. In the field of connection, your compatibility today finds harmony in fire and air. Sagittarius, with their adventurous spirit, brings expansion and vision. Conversations flow effortlessly, and their open-minded nature feeds your creative spark. Aries, ever passionate and driven, meets you with bold energy. This dynamic duo thrives when passion is matched with purpose. And with Gemini, you'll find mental stimulation, quick wit, and an endless exchange of ideas that keeps your inner fire lit with curiosity. However, not every connection moves with ease. Be mindful around Taurus and Scorpio energies today. It's not that harmony is impossible, but these signs may challenge you with their intensity or resistance to change. What feels exciting to you might feel destabilizing to them. Don't force alignment. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is to allow distance where friction becomes too frequent. Let today be a dance of resonance, honoring who energizes you and gently stepping away from what no longer aligns. And so, as we close this sacred circle today, I invite you to take a moment not just to think, but to feel. Feel what has stirred within you, Leo. Feel the quiet truths that rose to the surface, the gentle reminders from the universe that you are not behind, not broken, not lost. You are becoming. And sometimes, becoming looks like stillness. Sometimes it looks like letting go. And sometimes it looks like finally saying yes to the voice inside you that's been waiting to be trusted. I know the world can be loud. I know expectations weigh heavy. I know the pressure to shine all the time can leave even the sun feeling dim. But I also know that your light is not performative. It is elemental. You don't have to chase what is already encoded in your spirit. Your radiance is not up for debate. It is your nature. So if today brought you insight or clarity or even a quiet kind of peace, then let that be enough. Don't rush to fix, to act, to prove. Just hold what was given. Let it breathe with you. Let it settle into the deeper layers of your awareness. The seeds we plant today are not meant to bloom by sunset. They grow in divine time. I am honored to walk beside you, even for a few minutes on this journey of becoming more of who you already are. Remember, Leo, abundance is your birthright. Love is your reflection, and your path, even when uncertain, is unfolding exactly as it must. Until next time, take care of your light, protect your joy, trust your timing. I'm Luna Celestine, and I'll see you again when the stars call us home.